Hey everybody, we're live once again and I'm sitting on a pile of bluegills. Join me live as I fish for some trophy gills. Today I got a Lindy tungsten toad down and we got some gills down there as you can see on the camera. Oh, missed them. See, plucked my waxworm off right there. Oh, I'm gonna rebait. So I am sitting on one of my favorite trophy gill lakes. So you might be asking, Nate, why is that a trophy gill lake? Well, there's three things that make a lake a trophy gill lake, or a lake that I would target for trophy gills. First of all, small to medium size and shallow. So the reason I say shallow is you want that lake to warm up fast and you want an extended period of warm water during the summer, because that is what grows big gills, is warm water. So, you know, if I'd say, you know, if a lot of the lake is 50 feet or deeper or anything like that, I'm probably going to stay away from it. I'm going to stay more to those shallow. I got gills everywhere down there. I'm going to stay more around those shallow lakes. Number two, I'm going to look for emerged vegetation. You're going to need some vegetation in that trophy gill lake, not only for spawning purposes. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Not only for spawning purposes, but for, missed them again. They're just biting the end of that waxworm. Not only for spawning purposes, but for ambushing prey. Look at him grabbing that waxworm. Pluck me again. I'm going to thread that waxworm on just a little, that larva on just a little bit better this time, so they can't quite pluck me like that. So I'm going to hook it halfway through the worm now, so there's not so much tail hanging off of it. All right, here we go, dropping back down again. Anyway, emerged vegetation. And number three, when I'm looking for a trophy bluegill lake, what I'm looking for is not a lot of fishing pressure. Fishing pressure will kill a bluegill or a crappie bite extremely. There's a smaller one there. I want the one on the left is what I want. Oh, spooked him. Fishing pressure will kill a bluegill bite very, very, very quickly. There, I got him. These ones here, these are just nice eater gills, but I'll tell you, I have got some 10s and 11s out of this exact spot right here, and I expect as we get more towards dark here, I expect the bigger ones to show up for sure. Let him go. That's a nice eater bluegill. I love eating bluegills. Oh, is that a crappie? Yeah, there's a crappie down there now. Let's see if I can get down to him quick before he swims away. So let's talk about fishing pressure a little bit with these gills. Fishing pressure is a big killer of a bluegill bite. Here he comes. Get my jig in the... When you're fishing these gills, guys, so the biggest gill in the lake is basically determined by the biggest male. So if, you know, the top of the food chain is that 10-inch gill, I don't even have anything on there now. I might even switch to plastics here in a minute. The top of the food chain is that 10-inch gill. That's the biggest gill you're going to have, and that's the fish that you don't want to take out of the system. You want to keep those bigger fish. So, I mean, those 10s and 11s, let those go. Keep those 7 and 8s. Keep those. Those are the gills you want to eat. You want to let those big ones go, because you can very quickly pluck those big gills out, and what's going to happen is it's going to stunt that whole population. You're going to get, you've seen it in tons of Minnesota lakes, how all you catch, they're getting aggressive there now. Just hanging on to it. How all you catch is smaller gills. So you really want to be careful when you're fishing these things. That's a little better one there. You got a little. There's got it. Oh no, boy, they are just biting the end of it. And you can see I'm putting 2-3 waxworms on there every time I do it, because they're plucking them off. They're just barely grabbing it. We watch him just tasting it, just trying to pluck that larva off there. Now he's got in his mouth. Oh, see, just grabbing that larva is what he's doing. So basically what happens if you take all the big gills out of the lake, what's going to happen is instead of that 11-inch being the top dog in that lake, that 10-inch is going to take over top dog. So all those other gills in that lake basically only have to grow to 10 to be the top of the food chain. Then you pluck the 10s out, suddenly the 9s are the top of the food chain. And there's no reason for these gills to grow any bigger than that biggest fish in the food chain. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's kind of summing it up. If you go online, the resource, I mean, the studies that the state of Minnesota has done on this is phenomenal. You can, I mean, if you got 6 free days on your hand during Christmas break here, there's one. Research that, because they've done tons of studies and there's tons of info on bluegills right now. They have a program going, Quality Sunfish Initiative, and what they've done with this is they've studied different lakes, and they have picked, I think they're up to like, it's over 200 lakes right now that they have on this program, and they put special limits in place on those lakes in order to get these, the average size of these bluegills, or to maintain or grow the average size in these lakes that they're protecting. And you know what? And what they've done is they've changed the limits to either, you know, they've dialed it back to 5 or 10. There's the micro perch. That's what we don't want. A whole bunch of them moving in. I do have the hummingbird running here, but I couldn't get the camera working on it, so. Yeah, the signal's, if my signal's rough, when the micro perch, my signal's rough, when I repost, it'll repost nice, and you guys can all watch it. We'll just get through it here until everything dies on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one waxworm on and really hook it, see if I can eliminate those. Hey, Justin. Something shooting in here. What is it? Coming in hot. Oh. Just going to barely twitch it. There's got it. That's a nicer one. These are the perfect eating gills right here, these 7-8 inchers. This is what you want to eat. But as we go on here, you'll see there'll be some nice big bulls that come through also. Looks sick. I love this spot. There's nobody in this spot ever, and there is some monster gills. If you go scroll back in the Lindy stories, you'll see that I have one reel in there that it's like another one, about a 10-incher that's on the reel. That was a big one I got last year in this same spot. Big crappies too. I don't know if you guys saw. Yeah, my neighbor Sierra, she posted a really big crappie. She was fishing here with me, and she got in this spot also. If you scroll back to last winter, you'll see her with that crappie. Back down there with this tungsten toad. What I got on is a 10, and it's a glow. Right now, this water is a bit stained. It's not terrible. They seem to be liking the glow. I do have a darker color tied up here because I was kind of going between natural and dark. Got some new sizes in the tungsten toad this year, and we have some new colors in the frosty spoons. And in the Lindy flyers, as a matter of fact. Let's watch a quick video here while I'm fishing of the new colors of the Lindy flyers. We got some really, really good colors coming out. That is not the video. Yo. All right, we have 9 brand new colors of Lindy Rattling Flyer spoons, everybody's favorite spoon for this winter. The new colors are Rainbow, Red, Wonder Bread, pink tiger, fire tiger, white tiger, purple white, pink lemonade, and orange tiger. It comes in 4 sizes, 16th, 8th, 3/16 and quarter. So we've got all the bases covered, everything from panfish up to walleye. Oh, and did I mention they glow? All right, and while you were watching that video, just got a pretty nice one here, of course. Give you a look at that guy. Really nice gill right there. He's gonna go back. They're all going back today. Yeah, I know, guys. I got terrible signal, but just bear with me, because once I get done, I record all this, and you can rewatch the post, and it will be perfect, guaranteed. Just gonna rebait here. I think what I might do here in a second too is we'll throw in a plastic, a Bobby Garland plastic. Get this back down quick. I'm only fishing 1 rod just so that I don't have a disaster. All right. You'll see as soon as I get down there and give it a little twitch, the fish just move in. I can see him from, so right now I'm sitting in 9 feet of water, and I can see these things coming from, 5, 7 feet away on the Humminbird Mega Live. Got one right under me right now. You'll see him raise up here in a second, maybe. Yeah, they're all around me. I've got a lot of little perch around me here too. Tungsten toad is my go-to for gills. You can see a little micro perch coming in there. But for these big gills, I am not afraid to drop down a Frosty Spoon or a Lindy Flyer. Should we try that? Let's do that. I don't know how they'll respond, but let's just try it and watch what happens here. Here is a little bit, this would be an 1/8 ounce Frosty Spoon. This is the new Wonder Bread color that glows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a few wax worms, larvae, whatever you might call them, on these hooks. I'm going to put one on each hook. Just like that. Drop her back down and we'll see how they like the Frosty Spoon. You know what? You'll also be able to see the action on this Frosty Spoon once I get it down there. It's a nice, heavy little spoon with a nice, fast drop rate. If this spoon was spooking them, what I would do... Oh, there's comes something big. That could be a crappie. There's something coming in hot. There they all are. Okay, they like the Frosty Spoon. Wonder Bread Frosty Spoon. You can see as soon as I dropped it down, they just flew in. This is a brand new color for this year. It glows. That little gill, he's going to eat. There, I got him. Oh, it's a better one. That's a good gill right there. It's a really good gill. We're actually going to measure this one. Yeah, I know, guys. It keeps cutting out. Like I said, the repost will... this is a big gill. This might be the one we're looking for, actually. Big bull. All right, I'm going to measure this one up here on my deal. Oof, is that 10? No way. Oof, 9.5. There's a 9.5 right there. About. See if I can hold him without him jumping out of my fingers. If you look at him. Nice big one. Tungsten toad. Dropped the frosty down. New Wonder Bread color. Second I dropped it. Big gill. That's what we're here for. All we need is another inch on that and we got ourselves a trophy. I'm going to take and bait up this frosty spoon again. That was a gill we're looking for. And they just came charging in. So they're, as we get towards dark here, they are getting extremely aggressive. So a Lindy Flyer would be an excellent option here too. That'll kind of call them in since they really want to eat today. Get this toad out of the way so we don't have a mess. Okay, let's see how fast they come in once I drop this frosty spoon down. There's the frosty spoon. You should be able to see it. And there's the gills. They are digging this frosty spoon. Got them. Another decent fish. Ooh, that's a really nice one too, yeah. All right, frosty spoon, a little bigger average size, a little bigger bait. Let that one go. That's not quite 9, that one. A little bit smaller. Gills are my favorite fish, hands down to eat. Love eating them. I actually should probably keep, oh, you know, I might keep a few smaller ones to eat, to tell you the truth. Love eating bluegill, but like I said, I'm not keeping any of those big ones. I'm keeping those 7-8 inchers, letting all those 9 and aboves go. Because that's what you need to keep a fishery like this going. So you can't see, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 gills right now in the area. You just can't quite see them on the fish camera. Micro perch. Big one coming in from the right. It's cool because actually, you know, using the fish camera in unison with the Mega Live, you can really, there, I got him. I'm watching that time. I can actually tell the size of the gill way better on the Mega Live than I can on the fish camera. So it's much easier to tell what's a big gill and what's not. 7-incher, probably. Want to make sure everybody knows the ice is super sketchy. No ice is safe ice. Be very, very cautious. I recommend going out with a resort, spud bars, float suits, picks, the whole 9 yards, because this ice, especially with this, we just had another warm up. This ice is just ultra sketchy right now. There we go. That looks like a little better one. Oh, there we got some comments. Okay, we got some nice gills. 1, 2, 3 around me right now. You'll see them on the camera here shortly. There's one right there. I'm going to be subtle with it. I'm going to eat it. He's just got the wax. There, he's got the, oh, we just had the wax worms. Get back down there. I got one larva left. Oh, he's come back. There, I got him. Feels better. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. That's pushing that 9-inch again. Yeah, I wish the service was better here, but it is what it is on this spot. I just wanted to show you guys these big gills and how I'm catching them. So let's talk about my setup a little bit here in a second too. I should be using a tool for that. Another nice gill. Let's go back. All right, so Radcliffe Custom Rods G3 is what I'm using. It's got that nice soft tip on it. You can see that when I'm working this rod, it's got a slight bend so I can detect those up bites. I have a 4-pound ice mono all the way through on this rod. On all my rods, I'm just running 4-pound ice mono. Fluoro, sorry, 4-pound ice fluoro. 3, 4, 5 fish down there right now. There's one nice one coming in fast. Next time I'm gonna get this Mega Live on there next time too, so you can see it. You should see him right about now. There he is. Looks like a better one. See how subtle I am with it too. There we go. Don't want that little perch to bite. We'll put it in front of that gill instead. Can't see that gill. Raise it up here. That looks like a nicer gill right there. And this spot, it only gets better and better towards the evening. We do have this storm front coming through right now. I love fishing the front end of these fronts that come through for panfish. Awesome, nice cloudy day out today. It's kind of the perfect storm for what I'm doing here today, really. Once again, Wonder Bread, Frosty Spoon. There's a bigger one coming away in the back there. See him? Well, that's the one we want right there. Oh, you kind of see how his head, he's got that bull head on him, that big flat head. This one's coming in fast. Looking at it, we got quite a few down there now. When they're stripping you like that too, it is an excellent idea to go to a plastic. Maybe we'll try that. I'm going to dead stick this for a second. We'll throw a plastic on that toad just so you can see what goes on with that Bobby Garland plastic. Plastic, summer, winter, they just work, period. Let's see what I got here. This is the part where I'm not paying attention, and I got a gill. I've got all kinds of Bobby Garlands in here. Let's use a... Here we go. Let's use one of these itty bitty slab hunters right here. So what I'm gonna, there's a gill. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna thread it on this tungsten toad. We're going to see what they think of that, just so you guys can see the reaction. Take my waxies off. I'm just going to thread this on the hook. Okay, pull the Frosty Spoon out. Oh, as soon as I pulled it out, I can see the fish just coming. I can see it going up and they got excited. All right, here we go. Tungsten toad, Bobby Garland plastic right here. Drop it down. Looks nice on the camera too. Will they eat it? Oh, look at there. It's like everybody's here for the party. Oh, you can't see it on there quite. Raise it up here, see if we can get them cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want that one right there with the chunk out of the top of him. Looks like he tangled with a pike, maybe. That one on the left is what I want. Will they eat the plastics or will I go back? That's the one I want right there, the big bruiser. Look at him. See? He's not having that plastic. Oh, here comes this guy right here. He's having that plastic. Bit the tail of it. Bit the tail of it. So this plastic, I'm going to have to keep it moving or they're probably not going to bite it. All right, they're not digging this plastic. When they're really going, it is beneficial to always fish with a plastic because you do not have to rebait all the time. You can catch multiple fish. You can drop way back down. When they're going on plastics, there is no better bait on earth. I want that big one with the scar on him. Let's get this Frosty Spoon back down and see if we can get him to connect. Oh, there he, oh, right away. Yeah, they're liking that bait today. Really liking that live bait today. Beautiful gill right there. Get this right back down before they leave. So right now, the depth, you know, I'd say, you know, 6, 7 to 15 feet is what I'd be targeting right now on any lake that has any stain to it. If I'm on like one of those ultra clear lakes, I'm probably going to head deep. Look at this guy flying right in. He's a littler one. A little micro perch. Turn my heater on a little bit. All right, where was I? Get you back in the frame here. This guy's coming in hot. Is he gonna eat that burnt wax? Nope. He had that one fall right by him, didn't go for it. What else do I have tied up here that we can try? It's a darker toad. That's a monster pike come through here too. There is, on this specific lake, there is a few spear houses over on the other end over there. So there is some, obviously some pretty nice pike in here too. Got a nice one coming in from the right now. So like I said, new quiver spoons colors, new frosty spoon colors, new flyer colors. We got tons of glow stuff out for this season. You're going to want to check it out. I have the brand new Wonder Bread frosty spoon on right now. I think I got, what's this one? I got a red one here. Okay, so now you see it's quiet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw something different, see if it sparks their curiosity, and we get some more to swim in. I'm going to pull this Bobby Garland plastic off here. I'm going to go back to a larva and see what happens. Bait this up with a couple waxworms again. Larva. I urge you too to Google all the studies the DNR has done on these gills. They're super interesting, and you'll learn a ton. Because we really need to let those big ones go so we can come out here and catch these nice gills. Because the reason I'm catching these gills on this lake is because, you know, the #1 thing here is fishing pressure. Like I said, small lake, shallow, gets warm in the summer, nice growing season for these gills. A lot of emerged vegetation for them to spawn and hunt in. As soon as, look at that, as soon as that toad comes down, they're like, what's that? That's something new, and here they come. Instantly. That one looks pretty big right there, actually. Yeah, that's the one I want. Doesn't got it. Nope, he's just holding on to that waxworm. He's trying to pluck it off. There, oh, nope. Let him eat it. There we go. Let him eat it that time. Got him. That would be your perfect eater gill right there. Probably 7-incher, 8-incher maybe. Let that one go. Yeah, so you want to play around with tons of different baits. Like I got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 rods tied up right now. And as you can see, I'm just throwing different stuff at them. Sometimes they almost get bored of what you have down there. You throw something new at them and they're suddenly like, what is that? Let's check that out. See if I can move my camera over a little. There we go. Adjust my camera. Perfect, there we go. I'm gonna go till my battery dies. We're at 47%. As soon as she dies, I'm done. Comes one right there. Got it. Oh, didn't quite have the hook. So now you guys know what is going on when you're constantly getting robbed. That is what's going on right there. They're just barely grabbing the tip of that larva and they're not quite getting the hook. What I could do here is I could thread those wax worms on, and I'll do that next time, really thread it on the hook, or I could cut the wax worm in half just so that there's not so much dangling there. Got some coming in on the bottom right now. Just looking at it. Just looking at it. Hey, Tim. I mean, the weather's great for fishing, but it's not great for the ice. In this area, there's water on top of the ice. And it's not, I drilled a ton of holes coming out here to check, and there's a solid 9-10 inches of ice in this specific lake. I'm telling you, a lot of lakes are super dangerous right now, so you really, really want to be careful with this warm and this cold. There's tons of cracking going on. It's just, it's a mess right now is what it is. Micro perch coming up. You know what? I'm going to give away some baits today too. Throw a comment down. Since my service is terrible, I will pick 10 or so people after I'm all done here. Watch your messages. I'll message you and I'll send you out some ice jigs. It's not having it. I actually can't believe we haven't seen a crappie. There's tons of crappies in this area. I will tell you another thing that's going on with these crappies though. I did catch a couple crappies earlier when I was hole hopping. For some reason, the crappies it seems like they don't like the shadow of this house. There's something with this house they don't like, because I can go literally 15 feet out that door and I was catching crappies, but I could not get a crappie to bite in the house. So it's something with this house they don't like. I'm guessing it's the shadow it's putting down there. It's funny and they don't like it. Yeah, John, sorry. Wait for the repost. It'll post up nice when I'm done. Yeah, my wax worm. Did he get it? Yeah, so a little tiny chunk on there. Let's see if he'll go for that little chunk. That's not, see, he can't pick that off, so. He's got to finish chewing the one he's currently got. Here he comes. See, that's tough to pick off. Oh. And robbed. Tough, but not impossible, apparently. Let's go back with the frosty spoon and see if, as soon as this gets down there, if we get the whole herd comes back. Frosty spoon back down, and there they come. Look at that. So you can see by how just changing, this is a good one here, really good one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. You can see by just switching that lure up, throwing something different down there, how they're interested instantly and they come over. So that happened, you know, I dropped the frosty spoon down, got one right away. I dropped the tungsten toad down, got one right away. Went back to the frosty spoon, got one right away. So they're curious is what they are. Let him go. Let Let me catch one more. We're going to call her a day here. I was hoping a pike would swim through so you could see the pike on that fish camera. It's super cool. I had some pike come through earlier, some really nice ones, like mid-30s. All right, here we go. Oops, took a swing at it. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 under me right now that you can't see. Zipping around everywhere. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, that's why. Here he comes. He's coming in. Hot. Yep. Obvious that one was going to bite. It's a little bit smaller one, of course. Smaller ones are always aggressive. Towards night, once that light gets low, and I'm guessing it's the shadow of the shack, I'm guessing I'm going to get some crappies in here right before dark also. All right, got something coming in fast. Looks big too. Oh, swung at it. That's a good one too. That's a good gill. So this is a smaller one here. Oh, popped off right at the hole. Drop her down again. What we got for battery left? 43. All right, I got one big one down there on the bottom. We're going to try to catch him. That's going to be it. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, the baits I'm using, go ahead and go to my Facebook, Nate Altendorf. Message me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have. I'd like to help you guys out all I can. And I normally get a mountain of questions after one of these, so go ahead and shoot, guys. I really hope that I'm helping you guys catch more fish. That's a little tiny gill. We don't want him. This heater, it's so nice out today. I shouldn't even have this heater on. It's cooking me out. They're under me. You just can't see them on the fish camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time I'm going to try stream both of these so you can see the fish inbound. That's that little guy again. There's a big one off to the right. Coming in right now. You should see him right about. Oh, it's a perch. Oh, there's a big one hanging off to the right still. So I've had this down for a while, so now let's just give this a whirl again here. I'm going to take this up, drop down. Oh, there's a big one off to the right too as soon as I did that. That's probably a crappie actually. This down fairly quickly. I'm only going to do one wax for him here because I want to. Really bad signal. Yeah, Nate, I know the signal's terrible. Watch for the repost, so it'll be good. I'm recording it all, and I'll just repost the recording. Okay, there's that big one off to the right. See if he comes in. Yep, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, hung up a little bit. So, second I drop a new bait down, boom, in there right away. He's messing with it. Oh, he's going to get it. Did he pluck it? No. Yeah, they're curious. They like that variety. Second something new comes down, they all come and just check it out. Another one to the right coming in. Yeah, they're all over down there now. This one's coming in really fast on the right. This could be a pike. There's your pike right there. Did you see him? Oh. Get aggressive, see if he can. He's Probably 20 some inch pike, 28 inch pike, 30 inch pike, maybe 30, nah, 20, 26, 28. Earlier I was seeing tons of those pike, and I imagine around dark here I will see quite a few more. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Oh, there we go. I'll catch him, then I'm going to call it. See him on there? Another big one coming in for the right. This one could be a... I didn't want him to rob me right there because there's a nice one right there. That's the one I wanted right there. Can't see him. He's kind of, just see his fin, huh? I'm going to try to get something down there really fast because that's a decent gill. Just drop this back down on him. You see how I have all these rods tied up here, and I'm just constantly... Oh, and I hit him in the head with it. I'm constantly dropping new stuff down. It's a crappie right there. Let's finish this with a crappie. How about that? Oh, there's that big gill. He's back. That's a good one there. That's the one we want. Really good one. Oh, the little one came in now. You settle with it. Come on, buddy. How about these fish cameras? This is AquaView. If you have kids, my kids are just entranced with these AquaViews. That's not the one I want. I want that. Oh, there. What do they got there? This is going to be really something at dark. Oh, spooked him. Is that crappie? Crappies are, you know, around the house, same thing. They're super finicky. Smaller gill right there. So what you can kind of do is you'll see when I see him grab it on the fish camera, and I just kind of hold it for a second, feel the weight, and then I set the hook. And that tip on this, that fast tip on this helps me see those up bites. Let him go. I don't know, maybe we'll catch one more, huh? Like I said, frosty spoon, new color, wander bred. A lot of new pink and purple glow colors we have, that are brand new for this year in both the frosty and the Lindy flyer. Look at the back of that one. That crappie, but no, it's 2 gills. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Got him. Oof, they're liking this frosty spoon now. One after another. Down there before they come back, before they leave on me. There's that big one. He's still down there. He still hasn't bitten at that. That's the one I want right there. After I log off, I am going to put a rattling flyer so that I can drop down 3 different presentations, and I'm just going to keep rifling through them and catching fish. I think that rattling flyer with that little bit of noise it puts off is going to be money come dark. He's liking it. Slow it down a little bit. There, see, slowed it down, he comes right in. All right, we're going to call it. I'm going to fish this out till dark, try to get a 10-inch gill. Watch the Lindy stories. If I get a big one, I'll pop it up there and show you guys. So, that being said, I thank you guys. Oh, jeez, I wasn't paying attention. He bit it. Ha! I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for all the comments after. Like I said, I'll pick about 10 people out of the comments, and I will get you guys some the baits that I'm using right now. Maybe I'll even get you some new colors of these frosty spoons, because that seems to be the deal right now. So thanks for watching. We'll be live again. I'm guessing Lake of the Woods next. The ice is looking like it's getting there at Lake of the Woods. Not quite there yet, but it'll be there soon. But thanks for watching. See you next time.